appears to be, and that's like, okay, great. So certainly, there are thresholds for understanding the concentration of metals within groundwater, but that is a mass in a water component. We don't know, again, the analysis that was done on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, which is a solid. So really, the results should be reported in milligrams per kilogram, or mass per mass, because it's
so
solid.
even the way he reported the data is off, because he reported them in terms of a solid, not in terms of a liquid, correct?
Correct. He appears to be taking a solid and then reporting it as a liquid result, which is nonsensical.
So right on the face of it, just by looking at 5.4 milligrams per liter, why would a solid be measured in liters?
Well, isn't it? It has to be dissolved. So what you've dissolved is, so if you took a 100 grams of Beyond Tangy Tangerine and then dissolved it into a liter of water, then you run whatever that analysis is, and then you need to convert it back to what the original mass was. So,
right.
So it's if you're analyzing a solid, you should be reporting milligrams of a metal in terms of total kilograms of what it was you're analyzing.
So right away we got a problem just looking at the units that he used. How about the bromides, the nitrates, and the sulfates? What's your take on that?
Again, what are the forms that they're in? Again, it looks as if that he was comparing these entirely to groundwater data, which has its place. But if you dissolved a can of Tangy Tangerine into threw it down a well and then came back a couple of days later and measured it, I guarantee you'd be getting very different results.
Because you're measuring the groundwater.
Because you're measuring the groundwater. We don't know what form it's in. It's like I haven't seen all the data, but I'm assuming he's reporting total chrome, for example. Do we know, is it chrome 3, is it chrome 6? What is the form that it's in?
Okay, so bottom line here, would you take this stuff? Would you take this article seriously as a PhD geochemist, soil geologist?
No, not at all. Again, it's highly alarmist. There's no data to support it. There's no indication what the analysis was. All he's done is he sent a sample of the
supposedly
CCT to an independent Swiss lab for toxicological analysis. What are those analyses? We don't know what they are.
Is there something special about Swiss labs? Is Switzerland some?
I'm assuming they're good at analyzing chocolate. I have no idea.
I don't know why. Yes, that's true. Maybe he should do the chocolate products too and send them out to Switzerland. I don't know why. I don't know why he went to Switzerland either. All right. So what's your take on the Beyond? How long have you been using the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, Dr. Harley?
I've been using it for a couple of years, as Beyond Tangy Tangerine for a couple of years, and then the good old plant-derived minerals for over a decade now.
And do you feel poisoned in any way, shape, or form? I'm just kidding. Obviously not. I'm doing fine. And in fact, you've met my beautiful wife, who has been, she has avoided. Doctor said they needed to fuse her neck, and now she can basically live pain free. So no problem. You're a PhD. You could do a lot of things. You could write. You could teach. You could be a professor. But you got yourself involved with longevity. Tell me why.
My academic research was such that I worked out we could theoretically and academically improve the soil, but it was just too expensive and it was logistically difficult. The more I looked into it, the more I found that our food system is actually killing us, and it's getting harder and harder to actually change the food system en masse. The only way that I see that we could do it is through a product through such as longevity, where we need to be doing that supplementation. There's no way we're getting what we need out of our food. Just can't. We need to be doing supplementation. This product being plant-derived, having the spectrum that it has, and having the scientific credential behind it, I believe is the best company out there right now.
As a PhD, as an academician, as a professor, as a scientist, what's your take on Dr. Wallach and his work?
I think it's fantastic. You go and have a look at his all of his academic work. It is second to none, and that's how I got involved in longevity. Was when I was doing my academic research, I came across his work and his work on minerals, and that's how I became involved. There's another great book for your readers to get a hold of if they can. It's called Soil, Grass, and Cancer.
That's an amazing book. That's an amazing book.
Amazing book.
Yeah,
and
amazing.
That outlines everything that Wallach talks about independently. If you want another version of what Wallach is talking about, get a hold of this book, Andre Voisin, Sawgrass and Cancer. Absolutely, will change your thinking around this problem.
That's awesome. And by the way, that book is you gotta dig around for it. I spent like almost $200 for it, but it was worth it. It's a great book. Soil, Grass, and Cancer.
Acres USA. You should be able to get a hold of it.
Acres USA. What was the other book you were telling me about? I forgot what that was. Another soil book. What was the first book you read on soil? It was the first book you read, you told me. It was a classic book, green cover.
Secrets of the Soil.
Secrets of the Soil. That's another amazing book. So Secrets of the Soil. That's a great one, too. Secrets of the Soil and Soil, Grass, and Cancer. Dr. Harley, it's been a total pleasure. It's been an honor. And this is the quality, folks, for the listeners, this is the kind of quality people you're going to meet, you're going to be involved with, you're going to get to consult with and deal with when you join, if you're on the fence about joining Longevity. Dr. Harley, it's been a total pleasure. I hope I get to see you soon, buddy.
Okay, thanks, Ben. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. All right, that was Dr. Andrew Harley, geochemist and soil scientist, and that's pretty much everything you've heard on the bright side. Everything he said is stuff we've been talking about here for years. Anyway, tomorrow we'll continue talking about wheat and anxiety, and then we'll finish up with nitrates and nitric oxide. I'm Pharmacist Ben. If you want to join the Brightside Ben team, love to have you aboard. Call 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470 for the Brightside Ben phone team. Have yourselves a spectacular, wonderful, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Managing your business and customers isn't easy, huh? SnapForce customer relationship software may be just what you need. SnapForce CRM is a software solution that helps you manage everything important about your customers, from sales to marketing to service and support. All of your customer information is right there at your fingertips for easy access. It's time to take control of your business in a snap. Get your free trial at snapforce.com. That's SNAPFORCE.com. Snapforce.com.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425